So Assassin's Creed Shadows has been out for a week now, and well, I wanted to dive into a full fledged out review. This game is fantastic. It really did surprise me with how this game performed. I really thought, back in before even Mirage came out, I was thinking, oh, I'm looking forward more to Mirage. Mirage is gonna be my style of game. In fact, codename Red at the time, that's how what we knew it as. Uh, I always thought it's just an RPG game. I ain't gonna care about it. I wasn't into the RPG games back then, and well, let's just say I learned the name Assassin's Creed Shadows, saw the gameplay, it looked fun, but once you play it, oh my gosh, it is so fun. But anyway, here's my full-fledged review, and obviously I'm going to have to put in right now, this is going to be heavily spoiled territory. So if you guys haven't seen it or played it yourself, now is your time to get on out of here and play the game, watch the game, and then come back to this video. But yeah, let's get right into the review. Alright, so the story aspect of the game. The story is actually very, very good. I've seen a lot of people say that the beginning and end is the best parts. I'd have to argue I liked pretty much the whole story overall. This story was just fantastic. So right off the bat, the introduction picks up like there's no tomorrow. The introduction is just fantastic. The story goes that Naoe sees her dad get killed right in front of her by this masked group, and the story is her basically just getting her revenge. So, kind of like another Ezio story, I guess. Not really, but yeah, and eventually you do unlock Yasuke, and he does get involved, and he starts helping because his, whatever his name is, his master was also killed by this group, basically, because of Naoe, I should say. But they ended up teaming up and working together, and you can basically pick who you want to play as since from that point on. The one bad thing I would say is it does take, at least 8 hours. That's how long it took me to unlock Yasuke, so I didn't like that part. I didn't like how long it took. I'm okay with unlocking him. I just didn't like how long it took. Especially when they were promoting the game a lot with Yasuke, and they were also saying, oh, there's two protagonists, you get to play as them at any time. Well, that's not necessarily true. But yeah, one other thing that I noticed in the cutscenes is whatever outfit you guys have on, the outfits do get a little, not buggy, but they get changed a little bit, altered, I guess. So, like, for instance, as you guys can see, I have a hood, and I sometimes would have, like, a face cover just up to my nose, like a little mask, and in the cutscenes, in the dialogue part, it would just, like, disappear, which I get for your allies you would do that, but it happens with everybody, even targets, even random civilians that you talk to. It's like, why can't I have my full outfit on the whole time? That's just a little nitpick that I have with the game. So yeah, story is just great all throughout. This game very much deserves all the good attention it's getting. This game is just fantastic. So gameplay, I'd have to say, is next level. Gameplay, no matter if you're doing stealth, combat is obviously gets repetitive after a while, but at the same time, I don't ever get tired of it, and that's a good thing. And then stealth. Even if you're playing as Yasuke, there is ways to be stealthy with him. He is okay in stealth if you know what you're doing, but As far as Naoe herself, oh my gosh, I went and cleared so many castles in stealth, and my goodness, her moves, her stealth abilities, oh, they're just so good. Mirage was focused on stealth, and well, this just improved on it, in my opinion, anyway.
Yes.
The combat was good. I liked the different weapon types. You had the katana slash long katana. That was their main weapon. If you chose that as your main weapon, that was my main weapon. And then my secondary weapon was, let's see, for Naoe, it was her hidden blade and knife. Sometimes I would move it to the other weapon. I forgot what that's called. I can't pronounce it. It was the ranged weapon, the chain with like a blade attached to the end, and the other end held like this metal ball that you hit people really hard with. I don't remember what it's called, and even if I did, I couldn't pronounce it. But yeah, the weapon types were good. Yasuke, once again, his big melee weapon. Again, I don't remember what it's called, and I can't pronounce it. But that weapon's good. I loved his rifle. His rifle is so overpowered, especially if you level it up. His bow, that's one way to be silent with him. He is just a bow master. He is so fun. And let me just tell you, those bow side missions where you ride the horse, those were a little challenging, believe it or not. But they get easy as you play it, obviously. It's just very fun. So yeah, that's what I have to say about gameplay. All right, so I want to touch on skills for just a second, real quick. Skills are fantastic, as I said. The skill system in this game is just really cool, really good. However, I don't necessarily like that you have to do so many knowledge points to unlock more skills. I'm okay with doing that system, just the amounts that you have to do is my issue. Um, I don't like it when games force you to do side objectives to either continue the main story or continue to level up so that you can complete the main story. I just don't like that system myself. Not saying it's bad, it's okay. But the objectives and the different side missions to get the knowledge points anyway. Those are really cool. They're really fun. Some of them are a little what's the right word I'm looking for? They made me rage a little bit. Let's just say that. They get very repetitive, especially when you have to find scrolls or pray at these special um what you call them, the little things that you pray at. Yeah, so this was obviously a system where I'm not a fan of, but I'm okay with it at the same time. It's not the worst thing out there. It's not the best thing out there. So yeah, that's all I really have to say about the skills. So side missions are just super fun. There's so much to do in this game, and it's all just really fun. And on top of it, you get Yasuke point of views, and you also get Naoe point of views for every mission, side mission. But then, of course, there are side missions and side objectives that you can only do as either Yasuke or only do as Naoe. But the side missions alone, I unlocked all the recruits. The recruits are fine. I love all of the groups of targets that you get to take out. Not only you have that masked group that killed your dad and also Yasuke's Lord, but you have side groups like the Templars. That's right, Templars are back in this game. There's only four of them, but they're still back. And I'm glad that they are back. That is one good thing. We are getting back to the Assassin's name, Assassin's Creed storyline that we used to know and love. This was obviously a step in the right direction. Is it the best AC game? Absolutely not. But this is still really good. I highly encourage you guys to give this game a shot. So Naoe is definitely the main protagonist. You could definitely tell right off the bat that this game was focused on Naoe. You get to play as her in the introduction, and then you have to play with her for at least, I would say at the very minimum, 3 hours. You have to go with her for 3 hours before you can unlock Yasuke. I would actually say 4 hours. The only reason why it took me 8 hours was because, once again, I was doing side activities along with the main story just so I can keep leveling up. But yeah, Naoe is definitely the main protagonist. She is the stealth character, she's the assassin character. Like I said, she is just so fun. We have a great time playing with her over on my streams. She is just super fun. She is definitely the fastest assassin to date. She is the fastest protagonist to date, but she is just super fun. So Yasuke, I'm not gonna lie, guys. Before the game came out, I was not looking forward to Yasuke. I didn't really care about him. I didn't want to play as him. I was not looking forward to playing as him. All the above. I just did not care whatsoever that he was in the game. I didn't wasn't hating on him. Don't get me wrong, but I just wasn't looking forward to him. But as soon as I started playing as him in the introduction, and then I unlocked him, oh my gosh, guys, he is super, super fun. If you're a fan of the RPG games, this guy is your guy. He is the RPG character. Just like the assassin character is Naoe, this character, Yasuke, is your RPG character. Yeah, so Yasuke is just super fun. He surprised the hell out of me, and now I can't wait to finally do a Yasuke playthrough, which I will be doing sometime. But the only thing I didn't like was the amount of time it took to unlock him. Now here comes the part that people probably have been waiting for. Bugs. Crimson, is there any bugs in this game? Did you encounter any? Did you see any? The answer is yes, there is bugs. I had a bug where I took out this target. His name was the Iron Hand. I assassinated him in stealth as Naoe, and well, here, just take a look for yourself on what happened.
Waste of time. Hey, who is there? Anyone?
Both may want to know the Iron Hand's death and this letter. I'm sure he will turn both to his advantage.
Okay then, that was a glitch.
Yeah, so he totally didn't die to me assassinating him until I just randomly smashed the attack button until he was killed. So that was a bug. I also did encounter the most famous bug of Assassin's Creed, as I like to call it, the combat bug, as I like to call it. Basically, what that means is I would be pressing buttons like the dodge button, the parry button, and my player would just stand there and take hits. Um, Not that I didn't really encounter it that much per se. It's just really annoying that's in there. Some people may say it's skill issue, but I promise you, I was spamming the button and they would just stand there. Trying to think if there was any more bugs. There might have been a bug here and there where, oh, I know another bug. There was a bug where I would be out exploring and I'd get stuck on like a tree because Naoe would slide down and get stuck on a tree and she'd be like floating in midair against the tree and I couldn't move for a little bit, but it just sit there for a couple minutes at most and she'd get unstuck eventually. Um, Trying to think, is there any more bug? That might be all the bugs I encountered. But I hear a lot of people are saying there's a lot of bugs, and I mean, I haven't encountered that many. There's 3 bugs that I mentioned, and I showed you one. So yeah, as far as bugs, I don't. That's all I really have to say about bugs. This game's not that buggy, really. But yeah, that's all I have to say. Alright, so I've talked pretty much good things. Let's talk about some bad aspects of the game. We have bugs. We have the 8-hour grind to unlock Yasuke. Now, once again, I'm pretty sure that could be shortened down if you just focus on story and you rush through it. I could see people unlocking Yasuke within like an hour or two if you really tried. But yeah, he has a grind to get him unlocked. Bugs. Of course, we have the dialogue scenes where it just looks. The animations and the design looks good, but it's still just bleh to me anyway. But yeah, that's all I could really say about the bad aspect. Let's talk about the final thing. Let's talk about some good things, and then I'll put this game out of 10. So not is only everything that I said before the bad aspect of this video good, but the things that I haven't mentioned is each recruit has their own abilities. That is good, obviously. They're not all the same, like in Brotherhood or Revelations, or even Assassin's Creed 3. Well, actually, Assassin's Creed 3 had different ones too, but it's just so much. The recruit system is way better in this game anyway. Obviously, Japan is beautiful. The graphics are great. Story is great. Gameplay is great. Combat, stealth, great, which I guess is in gameplay. Exploration, that's great. I love most of the side activities. I just love this game overall. And I guess to finish off this video, what I'm going to say is if you guys are on the fence about getting this game, guys, if you're an Assassin's Creed fan, I definitely recommend it. So overall, I'll have to say I definitely recommend this game. This game surprised me. Now, this might be a little controversial, but I'm going to go ahead and say it. I think this is the best RPG game out of all the Assassin's Creed RPG games. It is way better than Odyssey. In fact, Ubisoft Quebec, you guys have made me a believer in you guys. Keep up the good work. This game is fantastic. Keep going in this direction. I'll be a fan of yours once again. In fact, I'm already ready to say that I am a fan of yours again anyway. Way better than Odyssey. Way better than Valhalla. Way better than Mirage, even though that wasn't an RPG game, but I'm going to include it in there because that was the latest game. Now, is it better than Origins? I'm going to have to say yes. It is way better than Origins. But yeah, that's all I have to really say, guys. And to leave this off, I'm going to put this game out of 10. I think an 8.5 out of 10 is definitely the way to go. But if you guys enjoyed, hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, let me know what you guys think of this game. Did I get some things wrong? Do you disagree? Do you agree? Keep it civil in the comments. Any disrespect, I do remove disrespectful comments. So keep it respectful. That's all I ask. But anyway, hope you all had a blessed day. God bless, and I'll talk to you all in the next one.